Welcome to my channel. This is Mario Lloyd, also known as Real Estate Guru PK. On this channel, we talk about my real estate endeavors. We also have the top real estate producers and the top entrepreneurs in the country. Be sure to click the link below with Justin P with his Support Black Colleges marketing course. Also with Jason White's Crack the Code affiliate link, click that below as well. Also to support the channel, Webull, M1 Finance, Chase, Discover, Robinhood, and Public, a stock trading app. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This is Real Estate Guru PK signing up. Welcome to another episode. We got Londyn. She's back.
Hey, I'm back. Thank you for having me.
She wants to address all the comments.
They don't want to see me. That's all I'm gonna say.
So when that was going on, I seen you and you had like your whole crew, like basically just, it was like 6 of y'all. And then I joined in like a couple of days later. Y'all was like going like bar for bar. Like y'all was going on people's profile and going back and forth. What was going through your mind during that situation?
Honestly, I was just being myself. I feel like I'm an entrepreneur, and when people see me on the internet, they see me as one thing, which is a businesswoman and a professional. But at the end of the day, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl from Brooklyn, New York, just like everybody else. So if you come from me, I'm going to come from you. That's just how I was raised. That's how I always got down. So it was like, hold up. I'll read your comment. I'm going to go to your page. And if your page is not checking out, I'm on your ass. I'm flaming. So that's just the type of time we was on. It was all fun. I'm a friendly competitor. I'm never taking it personal. Cool. You're entitled to your opinion, but also be open to mine. Let's go.
Were most of the hate comments, would you say most of them are from men?
It was a mixture. And I was very surprised at that, because I feel like as a female, I'm never coming for the females. Like, right or wrong, if I don't agree or I don't like something, I just scroll past. I'm not coming for my girls. Like, I might come for the guys. I'm not coming for no girls. The girls and the guys was very equal. But I think the guys were very in their feelings. And I think they really just kind of misconstrued what I was saying. And at the end of the day, I stand on what I said. Maybe my delivery was very off. I mean, I might have not delivered it how I intended to say it. But at the end of the day, I'm standing on what I said, and that's just that.
So for those who might not, might be their first time watching, this, and they might not know what you're talking about. What exactly is it that you're standing on that you said?
Oh my God. So I remember the question was, how is it working with guys in my industry, which just being a serial entrepreneur, being in a digital world, is what I do. And I was just saying that the guys are lame, and I wasn't saying every guy is lame. So let me go ahead and clarify that now. But I have dealt with a lot of men who have used their power, the power that they have today, to kind of muscle me, and it's not going to work. So when I want to collaborate with them, I want to make money with them, I want to do business with them, I'm okay with anybody that chooses not to do business with me. But the thing is, they're saying yes, but it comes with terms and conditions. Like, oh, can I take you on a date? Oh, can I hit that? Oh, let's make it more personal. And it's just like, I don't get down like that. I'm here to do business. I know how to make money. I'm confident at what I do. And I feel like if I'm looking to make money or collaborate with somebody, they have something that I want, and I know I can bring that same value. Let's just get this money. But a lot of guys, come from backgrounds, not a lot of guys, but some of the guys I've dealt with in this industry come from backgrounds where they weren't always in a position of power. They were more, they lacked confidence at different times in their lives, or they weren't the popular ones. They weren't the money-making people. And now they're in that position, and they're just using that as muscle and leverage. And that's all I was just saying. And that's my truth, and I'm standing on that. Like, only I can speak about what I experienced. Now, I did say these niggas are lame, and I meant that. And I'm not saying all of the guys. There are some amazing men out here that are phenomenal. I've collaborated with some beautiful men as well. But for those of you guys that are using your money and your power and your status to, dominate and manipulate women, you're lame. And I'm standing on that. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Respectfully and disrespectfully, you're lame.
Is that just Atlanta, or is that like everywhere?
I think that's everywhere. And it's not just in a race thing either. It's just men in general. And again, I'm not saying all men, but there's a lot of women. Look at Diddy in a situation that just came out of, and that's what I mean. I'm not saying that Diddy hasn't always been popular in that position, but now there are rape accusations that's coming out. There's all type of claims that's coming out against a person who's in position of power because he was throwing his power around to get what he want out of women. And a lot of women are insecure. And it doesn't matter how beautiful or confident she seems to be. As a woman, all women have their own insecurities in some way. And if a man in power, realizes her weakness, he knows how to dominate that. And that's why a lot of women get taken advantage of, and, they feel less than, and they do things impulsively to get ahead. And then 10 years later, there's lawsuits because of situations just like this.
Mm-hmm. So. And as a woman in business, I second that. Exactly. Like, I stand with my girl because I'm a woman in business as well. And what she's saying is 100% true. And I think what men don't understand is men don't know how other men act when there's no other men around.
Okay.
So, like, if it was just me in a room and another man in a room and we're talking about doing business, it could go one way or the other. It could go left, it could go right.
For sure.
But if there was a second man in the room, he's gonna, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, other men don't know how other men act when there's no other men around. So I think that's why it was a lot of hate comments from men, because y'all really don't know how men act when there's no other men around.
They don't. And it's disgusting. No accountability taken as well. I feel like a lot of men were bashing me and like, oh, this girl, that girl. And it's just like be for real. A lot of the people that were in the comments are the people that I'm talking about. They have done these things themselves. And, you got to be real with yourself. And I think a lot of people are not real with themselves, and they're not real about their actions. And that's why they're in denial about who they are and how they get down, if you ask me.
Exactly. 100%.
Was there any comments in particular that like really bothered you, or it was just?
Me, I'm not a person that like to show my weaknesses. I think that's a weakness. So all I would just say is that it just is what it is. When you put yourself out here and you get on these podcasts and you put a mic in front of you, it's all fair game. So I'm not going to say anything had me emotional or anything had me sad, but I did read the comments and I paid attention to some things, and I am making some changes and some reevaluations on things. And that's another reason I want to come here and clear up some of the things I said, because I didn't want it to be misconstrued and maybe my delivery was wrong. But holla at me in February. I'm going to come back for the third time in February, and we're going to talk about some things.
So you coming back in February?
I'm going to come back in February.
What you got in February?
We gonna see when I come back in February. I got some debuts I got going on. Y'all gonna get the exclusive.
Okay. That's cool.
I promise y'all that exclusive.
Okay, that's cool. Did you have like a smart inclination like that podcast was gonna blow up the way it did, or?
No, not at all. I mean, I know that I do have star quality, and I know that anything I touch do turn to gold. But that did far beyond what I could have expected it to do. And like, not only did it go viral on you guys' platform, it went viral on multiple platforms and media outlets. So I think it was amazing. And for me, I just think, I always want the right publicity, but as long as they talking, you did something right. So I think a lot of people was talking about it. Like, I had people from Detroit, like people from all over the world was sending me the clip. Like, Londyn, you crazy, is viral. And I grew a lot of momentum. I got a lot of followers, good and bad.
How many followers you got?
Overall, honestly, I don't know, but I got a lot. Like, I was hot for a minute off that. It was going crazy. I think I really stopped getting it. I unshared it with you because I was like, this is crazy. Like, y'all are taking over my page. And then also I was just like, I tweaked a little bit. Like, I panicked, and I probably shouldn't have panicked, because that was like, I have a clean image. So
you should have did like a quick little course. Like, all right, buy this.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
But I just have like a really clean brand and image. So I think that was just a lot different from what I'm used to. So I was like, yo, I don't want this on my page like this. I'm like I'm talking about the who's were hitting me up. Like, people we all know that's in our industries was calling me like, yo, Londyn. And then I had one of my friends, my really good friend, and I value his opinion, but he's like, you got to be careful what you're saying when you go on these podcasts. And I'm just like, yo, shut up. Like, let me do me. Because at the end of the day, I love feedback and I love, advice. But at the end of the day, we all got to go out here and make our own decisions and our choices. And what works for you may not work for me. And what didn't work for you might work for me. So let me go out here and find my groove and find my way. And if I fuck up on a podcast, it's cool. Like, I'm human. And I know how to put my spin on things. So, like, I spent that, and it was all good. I made a bag. I got some followers, and I'm here again. So, what's up?
What'd your mama say?
My mom?
Yeah.
My people support me because they know the real me. Like, I'm a Sagittarius. Like, we are authentic. We're blunt. We say what it is, and we're not really sugarcoating stuff. So everybody that's a part of my real life knows exactly who I am, and they know what type of woman I am. So it was like no backlash. You see, my tribe was going in for me. Like, they was in the comments. We all got shadow banned. Like, we all went down together.
I got shadow banned too.
Did you get shadow banned?
I got shadow banned.
We went down together.
She went on this other podcast and she started going in on like every dude because they did like a podcast talking about that clip.
Really? Okay, I didn't see that. That was so. How did y'all feel about the clip? Because
I was shocked at, like you said, at the response and the comments some of the comments were disgusting, and it's just like she didn't say anything.
It wasn't that serious. It wasn't that serious.
I stopped reading after a while. Though. I was like, you lame. Like, I'm at the mall. I'm shopping. I'm blowing money out in the comments. Holla at me later. Like, buy my course, book class, something.
Everybody thought I was your boyfriend. You was my girlfriend.
Why?
I don't know. Because they were like, why are you defending me? I'm like,
we was giving energy on the podcast?
Nah.
Because he was on our side.
Yeah, I was on your side.
Because I didn't do it. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. Y'all are mad at me for sharing my experience mixed with my opinion, which I'm really entitled to. Just like everybody else, I don't go on the podcast and be like, oh, like, I let people do them. And that's the problem with everybody in today's society. Like, I'm one person when it comes to my friends, my family, my relationships, and just people in general. I let you do you. Mm-hmm. Let me do me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not telling nobody how to be themselves. I'm not never in a way. I'm entitled to my opinion. Chew the meat and spit out the bones. If you don't like it, move on.
And like, I think that was like 10 minutes. That was like probably 5. We just touched on that. And the whole podcast was about
it was like one question.
Yeah, it was like one question. The whole podcast was about like all your entrepreneur endeavors. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't expecting that. I know you wasn't.
I wasn't. I was just saying what I was saying. And it was like, I knew it would be a moment, but not to that capacity at all. But I loved it. I mean, it was cool. Mm-hmm.
So you standing on everything you said?
For sure.
Standing on business.
I'm never going to say anything that I don't stand on. Like, I don't just talk from my house. Like, if I said it, I meant it.
What's the name was, Kendra was going back and forth with him.
Who?
Kendra.
What she was saying?
She was like, all y'all stay with y'all mamas anyway.
Oh, she had my back? Yes. Yes. I mean, I ruffled a lot of feathers. I was going to say a comment, but it wouldn't even be true because, like I said, the capacity of men that were calling me, I'm talking about multimillionaires, everything. It was a lot of people that was ruffled by that. But the crazy thing is, I was talking about some of y'all. Like, people were calling me, and it's like, maybe my delivery was so bad with that because I think, in a sense, it was going over some of their heads, and they still wasn't getting the fact that you are using money and power to manipulate women, to get them to open their legs, to get them to submit to you. And that is a nasty behavior from a man because I feel like women are naturally attracted to the man that they want to be with, that they want to date or even give themselves to. So you don't got to be forceful about it. Like, energy is contagious. Like, when you with somebody you like, are you feeling the energy is going to be magnetic? You don't have to persuade anybody to do anything at that point. So yeah.
A lot of men lead with money. Like, they lead with money. You take the money out of it, they're, like you said, lame.
Hold on. They lead with money until you be like, oh, I want Chanel. And then it's like, oh, I'm tired of the gold diggers. Like, what? You was just sucking all this money stuff. Like, what we doing?
Exactly.
So it's just contradictive. And, you know, I think that's why I just go hard the way that I do as a female to, you know, claim my position and make it known that I don't need a man for anything, but I want a man for things. I don't need you, but I want you, and I want you here. I want to appreciate you. I want to cater to you, but need is a very strong word.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think every woman should be financially independent on her own, because then you get sucked into these relationships with men And if you have nothing, you're kind of stuck, and you will be stuck being disrespected. You will be stuck with these flames. Don't attack me, but that's just how it is. So I think, they always talk down on boss women and boss women are masculine and blah, 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 which is, I don't understand it, but I think every woman should be financially independent. Absolutely. Period. Like you said, it's not necessary. We don't need a man. I have a man. I love my man, and he's there. But if I need to, I can take care of myself. And I think that's very important as a woman.
Very.
Yeah.
How's Houston treating you so far?
Houston is a blast. I love Houston. Like, it's amazing. It's always good. The food is good. The turn up is amazing. When I come, I'm here on business, so it's like play and work. I won't complain.
What you got out here?
What you mean?
What business you got out here?
So I was booked on an event, not like a physical business, but I came for a Stormy event, the speaking engagement, which went really well. And that's it. And then I'm just like doing turn up. Then, I had to breeze by my people over here, stop by, pop some shit. And then that's it. And then I'm out of here.
You leave today's your last day?
No, yeah, I'm out in the morning. I was going to leave tonight, but I said, you know what? I'm going to go do the podcast. And now I'm just going in the morning. I can do a couple hours. Okay. I'm in and out records for sure.
Okay. What like since that podcast, what have you got going on since then?
Oh my gosh, just a lot of stuff. I picked up some more properties, closed some more commercial real estate deals, and I have a lot of stuff coming. Oh, I'm in a really big partnership right now with my partner. Shout out to her, Alexis Sky. We have the Rich Wealth Firm that's coming. We're actually opening up a physical location in Atlanta, Georgia. Come check us out in Midtown. So we're going to really just be elevating the community. We're doing a lot of things, a lot of big partnerships we have within our firm. We have a dinner coming up. Me and you, we got to get into some real estate endeavors. So it's just been going crazy. I'm like launching a bunch of stuff. I have my brick and mortar community for people that want to open up their own physical locations.
You got your realtor license, right?
I have my real estate license.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I'm the hottest commercial realtor in Atlanta, Georgia, period. It's like, even if I didn't close the deal, you called me for sure.
You like, how'd you get so connected in Atlanta? You like, you know everybody.
I know. And I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I mean, it's a combination of things. Like, I wasn't always a businesswoman. I was outside in the streets when I got in Atlanta. So that was like that first realm of people, boom. And then I got into business and it's just events. And as I grew networking, my mentors introduced me to people. And then I was also a bottle girl. So I think that like really sealed the deal and connected a lot of dots, which is being in a club. And like, I was going crazy as a bottle girl. I worked at the hottest clubs in Atlanta, and I just wasn't a regular bottle girl. I was big on relationships and just running the bag up and service. So just building.
I seen you at Invest Fest. Did you get any connections at Invest Fest?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not never going into no room where I'm not networking or meeting somebody that I can connect with, make money from, or learn from, or educate myself. So I'm always networking, always educating. Yeah, InvestFest is hot. I love InvestFest. Next year I'm gonna give me a booth. And I better be on stage. Earn your leisure. Hemp out. Yo, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like, put me on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a stage next year. I'm gonna speak that into existence. I'm on stage this year.
Okay.
For sure. I'm on them.
What you got anything else for the Lexus Sky?
We just got a lot of stuff coming within our firm. We have a dinner happening this Saturday in Atlanta, Georgia as well. That's gonna be Princess Dior pulling up. We got Brie Nicole. We got a lot of people that's stopping by in collaboration with us. We have some projects with the mayor that's coming. We got a lot. I don't even want to say too much, but it's a lot that's happening within our firm. And a lot of things we're doing with the community. So the partnerships and the networks that's coming from that is going to be crazy. And it just came out of nowhere, so.
You going to come out with a clothing line soon?
A clothing line? You know what?
I see you with a clothing line.
I do, but okay, let me know what kind of clothing line. We'll talk about it. Let me see what you think.
Yeah, I see you like a Milano clothing line.
Or I also see maybe like even makeup, lip gloss.
Oh, my girl gets it. Okay, so I don't like to tell all my business. But if I were to do anything with fashion, actually, I would do my own suit line because I rock a killer suit. Like, I'm known. I'm like starting to get known for my suits, especially just being young. You don't really see young girls like suited and booted. So I would do like a fly ass suit line. So I want to go over to Turkey and start like dealing with material. They have some of the best materials for like suits and stuff. So I see that in the works. And when you say like lip gloss and skincare, I was mentioning there are some networks that have been reaching out to your girl. They kind of want me on a big screen. So if we can work some things out, I feel once I branch off into that, I will get into like my products and stuff because I do have really good skin and lips and things like that. So
you can do movies?
No, not movies right now. I don't think I'm really good at acting, but just TV.
Okay, TV.
Yeah, TV.
So like a host, like a TV host?
We could do that too. That I haven't been called for that position yet, but I actually have a background in that. So I started off in broadcast journalism. So I was hosting since I was 18, probably a little before that. But no, like just TV. I wanted like reality TV.
Oh, so like Love and Hip Hop.
Nah, a little bigger than that. But I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell y'all the name of the show, but it's not Love and Hip Hop at all. It's a really bigger. It's a bigger network. It's a bigger opportunity and a bigger bag for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I was like, what? Y'all found me? Oh my God, it's crazy. What do you expect? It's me as Londyn Richie. Like, of course
I'm excited to find out.
Oh my God, yes.
When should we be finding out?
Oh my gosh, so I went through 3 interviews. I did have an amazing, impeccable interview. So we'll see. I mean, between January and February, I would know if I will be moving forward, but we wouldn't start filming until spring. So.
Oh, can you at least tell us what network the show is?
No, I can't. But what I would say is that it's a few. I literally just had a meeting last week for another show opportunity, which is a completely different show. But I think, my name originally was Londyn Richie TV. Like I've always wanted to be on TV. That was like what I manifested. I think my YouTube name is actually still that as well. So I just think this is a season where I'm going to get like that opportunity to be on TV. It's just a matter about like the checks that's being cut and the best opportunity for me. Just like this podcast that was an amazing viral clip, but it, depending on how you looked at it, it could have been good or bad. I don't want to go on TV and, think I'm seizing an opportunity and that opportunity actually does more harm than it does hurt me. So I'm never thirsty for anything. So I just want to make sure that the price is right and so is the opportunity. So super patient.
So you don't think all publicity is good publicity?
It's one thing when you say it, it's another thing when you do it. So I'm all for it, but I also know my value. I know exactly who I am and I know what I'm destined for. I also know the plans that God has for me. So I get opportunities a lot. I'm not saying for TV, but I pass up on a lot of things that I just feel like aren't conducive for me and my brand. So yes, in a way, yes, but I don't ever want to embarrass myself and I just don't want to put myself in environments where I don't belong. So I just want to make sure I'm, doing things that align with me and my mission because I have a goal at the end. Like my goal is to be one of the world's biggest female motivational speakers. So it's just like, I can't be out here motivating the masses and then I'm on TV talking about, bitch, fuck you, da-da-da. Like, it's just like, because I got a little roughness in me and I don't know if I'm ready for y'all to see that yet. So yeah, we'll see. I'm patient. And
is that like a Brooklyn thing or
definitely for sure. Being from New
York. Has anybody like presented something to you where you had to pass it up because it was like you was like absolutely not because it didn't align with your brand?
Just collaborations, like products that people want me to sell, like, let's do lives or let's do master classes, let's run a course together. More so a lot of business partnerships. I just be like, no, if you guys watch, I don't do a lot of collaborations at all. Like I'm very protective of my brand and myself. I feel like I built this myself and I built it on being authentic and, integrity. So it's like, I don't want to partner with the wrong people. Even with working with Alexis, like I literally fasted and prayed on that opportunity to make sure that was the right alignment for me with her audience and her brand and, her background. I just want to make sure that it aligned. But when I seen it after my fast, I just had a different thought process about it. And I seen how it can work and what it can do when it does work and how it's going to reach the masses. And I was like, okay, God, I see what you're doing. I'm going to trust you in a season. And I went forward with the partnership. So yeah.
How often you fast?
I'm actually on I'm on my 4th fast ever in my whole entire life. So it's not like an often thing. I actually do my fast with my church, but when I fasted for, clarity and my movements, that was my own personal fast. So I did 2 fasts personally and 2 with my church, actually.
You just drinking water?
No, each fast has been different. I did like the Daniel fast where it was fruits and vegetables. That was really hard. I fasted things that I feel like I need one time. So I cut out all like vices, social media, anything that I feel like, no, this is addictive. Got rid of it. No drinking, no hookah, everything. Right now, I'm actually on a no meat fast. It's no meat, no strong drinks, no smoking like hookah and stuff, no social media between 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, and like no soda, just nothing harsh. Yeah, this was actually like a real hard one. It might be one of the hardest ones.
How long do these fasts last? Like,
each are different. This fast particular was 14 days. So I'm doing Monday through Friday, and then I have so Saturday and Sunday I actually have off on the fast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I can like eat meat on the weekends. I can be on social media, no timing or whatever.
How much weight you lost?
Yeah, I did. What made you? Yeah, the fast wiped me out each time. I always lose weight. I'm probably like down like 5 pounds right now, and I don't need to lose a pound. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's no reward without no sacrifice. So even if I'm complaining about losing weight, even though I know I need it, think about like, God to give me 10 pounds. Knowing I want to be thick and I want the fatty, God might go ahead and I might get my 5 pounds back and get an extra 5 to 7 pounds on top of that. Plus a big bag. Now I'm in Dubai eating the best steak. So sometimes you don't worry about what you lose to gain. You don't worry about that. All I know is what my promise is, and I know why I'm fasting and what I'm looking forward to as far as the results. And I'm just locking in and I'm staying dedicated. And that's just how we got to do with our businesses, our dreams, our goals, or whatever it is that you set out to do. Laser focus.
How much money you made last year?
Damn, y'all want to get down like that? I did multiple 6 figures last year. I'll just say that. I did multiple 6 figures last year. God has been good to me. My business has been good to me. And thank you to every single person that has supported me or my business in any way, because I'm so thankful. It takes a lot to put yourself out here to be an entrepreneur. And, you could have worked with anybody, spent your money with anybody in the world, but you choose me. And for that, I'm thankful. Very.
How much money you plan on making this year?
The sky's the limit, man. I'm definitely going for 7 figures for sure. But this year, I'm focusing on impact. I'm focusing on impact and branding. When you say Londyn Richie, boom, like there should be keywords that come directly with my name. And I want to brand myself that hard. And with that, the bag on follow, because when you brand, you get a tribe, you build a community. So I make money, y'all. Like, I'm going to sit on this podcast and act like I'm the richest or I'm getting all the money in the world, but making money has never in all of my life. Like, my best friend is here since high school. I've been getting money all my life. Like, I've never had a problem making money. Never been my issue.
He was in the comments too.
Yeah, he better have my back.
Have you built most of your tribe from Instagram?
Definitely. Definitely. For sure.
How many mentees you got?
Mentees? I have heard like 400 something students in my program.
How many you gained since the podcast, since we had you on?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
It was like I think it was 10 months ago or 9 months ago when
it's been
it's almost a year.
Yeah, I got a couple of mentees. I would say probably like in 10 months I probably got like 50 or so.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
okay.
That's good. I mean, give or take. I don't have the exact number, but I would say on a lowest scale maybe like 50 in the last 10 months for sure.
Okay. So what do you, besides the money, what else you plan on adding to your portfolio this year?
Like I said, just impact. Like, just what the firm that we're starting, that firm is like for the community. Like, we have free computers, iMacs. If you are looking for a job, you can come here, and I have resume templates here. My staff will help you do your resume, just supporting you, getting back into the work field. I'm gonna have some of my courses on the computers. If you need an LLC, you can come get an LLC right here. Like, it's a real support system where, I do charge for a lot of my information. And I read the comments where they're like, oh, you charging? And I'm like, yeah, the game is to be sold, not sold. I paid over $140,000 for mentorship. But I also am aware of where I come from and the opportunities that I did have. And I feel like I did have a lot of blessed mentors that were free especially when I was in high school as a troubled teen. So I just want to be that light for other people. So, everybody not going to be able to take advantage, but I also do want to, post up and bring something back to the community where it's like free, like just come and get right. I always want to see people change and just get with the info these days. Like at this point, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because trolling in the comments ain't it no more. Like, that is dead. It's 2024. It's a lot of opportunities. It's a lot of resources. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of connections and collaborations. And I feel like that's what I'm on. And that's just my message this year. What I'm really trying to open people's minds up to understand and embrace for themselves as well.
All that hating in the comments, all that energy can go into, building a business, y'all. Y'all don't have to, y'all wasting too much energy.
What you say? You hating from the outside of the club. You can't even get in.
Exactly.
If somebody was trying to get like you, name them like 5 things they could do to get like you.
It's not get like me. Be better than me, because I've made a lot of mistakes on my journey that I could have avoided myself because I know better. However, first and foremost, rule number 1, fix your credit. Like, credit is the pathway to everything. Credit is like that magic key that unlocks every door. It will open the doors wide for you to move through. So for those of you guys that don't have money, you are lacking resources, you don't know how you're going to get it. You need a car. You want to be the first homeowner in your family. You want to get into real estate investing. Credit is going to unlock all of those doors for you, because all you need is good credit to be able to get a pre-approval for a home. So I would say credit. You know what? I got y'all. Take notes. Everybody write this down. You asked for 5. I'm going to give you my 6-step formula. Step 1, mindset. I feel like in order to change, in order to grow, in order to bet on yourself, it starts with the mind first. You got to really be willing, ready, and able to elevate and access the information to go to the next level. Step 2 is credit. Like I said, credit is the pathway that will unlock every single thing for you. Step 3 is business. When you have a legal business, there are tax incentives that come with this. And there are, step 4, funding that comes with this, where you can hide, your funding, you can hide your utilization, and you could really 10x the amount of money that you can get. So we are a business at step 4. Step 5 is investing. Once you get that funding from step 4, you go to step 5 and you invest that funding. I always say, if you don't want to be an entrepreneur, you don't have something to invest in, go straight into real estate. Real estate will never lead you wrong. And that will lead me into step 6, which is cash flow. Even if you get into real estate and you're buying and flipping, that's a lump sum of money, but I like money coming in on a monthly basis. I would say just buying and holding and having that income coming from tenants. So now you're getting cash flow, which is the ultimate goal, because now you're generating more money. So if you go through those 6-step pillars, I feel like it's up and stuck, and you can duplicate the process over and over and over again.
Okay. To the woman that guy is trying to take advantage of him with his power, what would you tell her?
Stand in your power. I feel women, we are really powerful. We are multipliers. When we come, like, she came up in this podcast, and I'm sure she made it better. She came into her man's life, and I know she made it better. Women are multipliers. We take a house and we make it a home. So I just say to every woman out here that's watching this, just stand in your power and be true to yourself. Don't diminish your value to make somebody else feel strong and mighty. Don't ever do that. Just know who you are, love who you are, embrace who you are. And, sometimes you might have to miss out on a guy or opportunity, but as long as you maintain your integrity and your dignity, that's more than anything in the world. Because what's to it when you diminish yourself and now you going home and you crying about it and you're regretting it at the end of the day? All of those experiences take away from who we are. You lose a piece of yourself every time you give yourself when you don't want to. So I just say, love yourself, be more confident, spend more time in the mirror with yourself so that you could be more poised in your positioning, and you know how to say no, and you know how to be firm, where you're not weak or vulnerable to men. And I think we all been there. And that's how I'm able to give that advice because I've been there and I reflect back on it like, yo, what? What was I thinking? I'm her. Like, I'm her. You wanted me. I didn't want you. So, with that being said, it's just, women, we are the prize. We are beautiful inside and out. We have gold between our legs. We have gold in our minds, in our power, in our brains. And I just wish we all could just stand together in that power. Oh, my God. We would be a force to be reckoned with. For sure.
Definitely. Never be scared to walk away as a woman, especially if you're being disrespected. Definitely. Like Londyn said, I had to learn the hard way too. Like I feel like all women have been,
manipulated.
Manipulated, lied to. But, you learn, but, it becomes your fault when you don't learn your lesson. Now you're choosing the disrespect. You're choosing to continue to be hurt. You have to, at some point, realize that you are accepting whatever behavior you're receiving.
You plan on getting married this year?
This year?
It's not up to her.
Yeah, like I don't really.
I hate that question.
I might could do a little one too, but right now, I mean,
that's not an engagement.
It's God's plan. It's God's plan. It's up to God. If He said He want me to have my beautiful African wedding, then let's do it. If not, I'm just married to my dedication. I'm married to my business, and I'm married to my success at the moment. But I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to invite all of you guys to the wedding because I do it big when I do it. So my wedding is going to be a blast. That would be nice, but not Dubai. Not Dubai. I definitely want a destination wedding, but I probably wouldn't go that far just because I want my people to show up. I'm thinking especially my immediate family, my bridal party. I'm thinking a jet. Dubai, to take a jet to Dubai is crazy. Yeah. So maybe Cabo, that was real sexy, or I love Jamaica. Just somewhere tropical where we can have a vibe. We look good, we feel good, but we turn up real hard. Okay.
How many kids would you have after you get married?
I don't know. Who am I to put these type of stipulations on my life or my husband's life? We can have all the plans in the world, but we don't dictate. We are really not in control. We are spirits in a body, and we are here on borrowed time. But to conclude, however many kids that my husband wants and can afford, he can have.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's cool.
That's fair for sure.
Thank you.
We done? Let's talk about some money. What we doing? Listen, ask me some business questions.
Okay, so go ahead.
Y'all scary, but y'all ain't prepared? Oh, y'all underprepared today. Okay, I got it.
Is there something that you want to tell the audience as far as what you have going on with it that they should be on the lookout for or anything like that?
Yes. Oh my God. So you guys should be on the lookout for Alexis Sky and I collaboration, which is the Rich Wealth Firm. Definitely tap into my brand, The Progressor, where I'm helping you start, fund, and grow your businesses. Stay on the lookout for Think and Grow Digital. By the time you're watching this, I'm sure we will be live in full effect of thinking and growing digitally. So make sure you guys tap into that. I make a lot of money. Like I said, I did multiple 6 figures last year. I'm going for 7 figures this year, and it's all digital. And to conclude, damn, I got a lot of stuff coming. I've been in my bag, y'all. I've been in my bag. To conclude, stay on the lookout for brick and mortar. It's so much that's going to happen with that. So if you guys don't know, like I said, I'm one of the hottest commercial realtors in Atlanta, Georgia. If you guys been to the Broiler, Toast on Linux, Sadidi Desk, Hookah Holes, Sneaker Doctor, and many, many more. Spice House, those are all my clients. I've sourced their locations for them. So now I'm going to start teaching entrepreneurs how to fund and find their physical location, which basically is a brick and mortar. And with that, I will be having my own show that's on the way. Ooh, it's going to be spicy. So I just got a lot in my bag. I'm in my bag this year.
Would you do a podcast?
So essentially, when I did my deck, it was a podcast, but no disrespect, I love podcasts, but I see my vision just being a lot bigger than a podcast. I felt like my guests, my lineup, the format is not even just sitting down. It's not your traditional podcast. So I wanted to just put it more in a show format. because I can see it being on TV. I think it's a niche that's needed. Even if it was on HGTV, like I think that would still be fire because nobody's talking about commercial real estate. When you go to school, they don't teach you commercial real estate. It's all residential. I'm self-taught when it comes to commercial real estate. No, my brokers, I've never been with a brokerage, even though they exist. I have personally never been a part of a brokerage that specializes in commercial. So I'm always leading a commercial department at my brokerages. So I really just want to brand myself as that and really educate and teach people. Realtors too. So realtors, if you guys are watching this, make sure you guys tap in because I'm going to be doing a lot of educating for you guys with commercial real estate as well.
Was my podcast was the first podcast you've been on?
Was it?
Yeah, I don't.
I think so. It was my first podcast.
Was there like a lot of people reaching out to you after my podcast?
Yeah, for sure. Like I had like some big podcasts like hit me up. I was like, oh, but I'm hot. But I was like, hold up. I was really scared. I was like, I don't think I'm doing this. I'm gonna go get media trained, which I haven't, y'all. But I was like, I'm gonna go get media trained before I pop out because, that it can go right or it can go wrong.
So I don't think a lot of people realize you can really make a bag off content. And you have great content. I know you've built a tribe. Do you have any tips for people on digital products or how they could leverage their social media? Because I think a lot of people are asleep on that.
Yeah, so that's what my Think and Grow digital brand is. And it's so many different ways. So I'm going to be a little long-winded with this, but it was crazy because so I bought a mentorship and my mentor gave me products. And I rebranded the products and I made multiple six figures off these products.
Were they digital?
Digital products, yes. And I started to sell them. And that was just my life. And I was thinking that. So now with like digital products really being a thing and like really leading the nation right now, I'm seeing, and even partnering with my partner, they have master resale right products, and then they have PLR products, which is like private label. Basically, someone creating a product for you, like my mentor did. You can brand it however you want, and then you can go sell that product. Y'all, I've been doing that. I was doing it, but I didn't know, like I didn't really connect with that. And I was like, whoa, I've been making multiple six figures rebranding a product that was already done for me. So I just think that's dope. And the way that I sell that product is solely content. So I think when it comes to content, it's very important to just be consistent and be authentic. And when you are informative, I think informative content is some of the best content you can do, alongside of, what is it? Entertainment. When
lifestyle?
You're funny, like being funny. Lifestyle is cool, and I like lifestyle. I do a lot of lifestyle. That's like my thing. But I feel like even if you're just getting started or you don't have this lavish luxury lifestyle where you feel like people will gravitate, all you got to do is give away information. We are in a time where people are looking for information. So if you are knowledgeable about what you're selling or what you're trying to do, all you got to do is give that game away. And a lot of people are afraid to give away game because they're like, hey, if I give it to them and they're gonna buy my product, I'll give away all the info. Like you don't even have to buy my products if you really could put 2 and 2 together on my page and you really studied it. The game is right there. But people are too lazy to put it all together that they'll get sold off the information and they'll actually buy the product, which I suggest because you can actually study and master it. But just be consistent. Consistency wins games. Like a lot of people are not talented. Some people really weren't authentically qualified, but they outbeat you or they outbeat the game because they were just consistent. They were showing up every day. And the one who shows up first and leaves last is the one that wins the most, you know? So just be consistent and be true to you. And please stop saying that y'all are, I'm shy. Oh my God. I don't know how to talk on camera. Because there's something called faceless content now where you can literally go to Etsy.com and buy a package for $20 and somebody has already created the reels, the content for you. Now all you got to do is post it and put your information on it. And then it's like, what's the excuse now? So digital products changed my life. Content changed my life. I made one of the biggest investments in my business into content. I paid $60,000 and I flew my team to Paris and Dubai. And that's why y'all like, oh, you dress so nice. Like I batched so much content and I brought my flyest fits. And then I just dumped it. And boy, it changed everything. Like it changed it just changed the level of how people see me as well. Like they really, because I don't really take pictures. Like I was fly as hell early, I ain't get no pic. So I don't really do that, like take my pics. So it got to like really show the world like my style, like the luxury of my life, where I be at, what I be doing. So you really got to get into it. And I think people actually buy into you more than anything when you're a brand. So invest into the content, honey.
And like two important things that I just noticed you said is like one, consistency.
Yeah.
Right. If you will get on social media, you have to be consistent. If not, it's pointless. And then I love how you always mention that you pay into mentorship, or like you just said, you paid your team to fly out 60,000. Like I don't think a lot of people understand you got to pay
to pay attention.
You got to literally pay to be the boss. Like you cannot make multiple six figures without coming out of pocket first.
Absolutely.
Would you agree?
Absolutely. So my brother's friend hit me up and she was like, hey, I want to do my credit, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll do it for you. This is how much it costs. Or I have my bundle, which you could do it yourself, which she knows about. And it's $86 when I do like my lowest sale. It's $86 on a high end. It's like $175. I watched this lady spend her money on every single thing, and she's good to my family. So the emotional part of me wanted to give it to her for free. But I sent her a text and I said, listen, I will be your mentor for free. I will do calls and walk you through for free. But to start, you have to pay for my product. Because one, when you pay attention. And two, I want to get you into the habit of understanding what it's like to invest into yourself and what it's like when you sow a seed into yourself. It's bigger than anything, because people mindset be like, I'm going to make you rich. Oh, just another person trying to get my money. And it's like, no, that's not what it is at all. I know that if I give it to you for free, you're probably not going to like take it as serious. At the end of the day, I'm $140,000 out of money in my mentorships and my investing. And it's just like, when I pay my tithes at church, it's the same thing. It's like, you got to sow that seed into you. You want somebody else to invest into you. You want me to invest my time. You want me to invest my knowledge into you, but you're not willing to invest nothing into yourself. How does that work? People only value you the same way that you value yourself. So if you don't value yourself, if you don't believe in yourself enough to invest, especially $86, then I cannot put more value on you to invest my time, because my time is well more than $86. I don't even get out that bed for nothing less than $1,000, and that's still nothing. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to overextend myself to teach you if you won't overextend yourself to just sow a small seed into you to show yourself that you're serious. Come on now.
It's crazy how people want your time for free. It's ridiculous.
It's nothing that exists that's called free time anymore. Like time is valuable. It's the most important thing that you have. And if you misuse it, you'll look up and you'll be 40, 50, 60 years old with a bunch of woulda, coulda, shouldas. Oh, I wish I would have did my time and managed my time different when I was in my 20s. So now that we're in our 20s, 30s, 40s, this is the best time for you to learn how to manage your time and also value and respect other people's time. I hate when people are late.
Me too.
You don't value my time. You don't value my time. You don't value your time, and you definitely don't value my time. Reschedule. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
I'm very stern.
I feel that.
I'm very stern.
Have you had to fire a lot of people?
Yeah, I did. I have. I've lost a lot of people in my business. Business is a revolving thing. You know, you never get comfortable, and sometimes your business will outgrow the staff too as well. So if you are not performing at your best, if you're not doing things to drive the company forward, if you're no longer aligning with the vision, or you just not taking it serious, you're replaceable. You know what I mean? Like I value anybody that ever worked in my company. I've had some amazing employees, but you know, I'm here for a long time, not a good time. So if you're here for a good time, you can go on and step down now.
Besides Earn Your Leisure, what else podcasts you wanna go
on? I don't know. I'm not like a podcast girl. Oh, I'm going on a podcast Wednesday with Monray, the ghetto CEO. I'm gonna go on there and tell some of my ghetto CEO stories. But I'm not really like I'll do $1 million worth of game. Yeah, that's Gillian Waller. I like them. But I'm not like a podcast girl.
What about
you know
David Shan's podcast?
Yeah, I'll do David Shan's. But, I mean, I'm on a rise, so they'll be calling for me this year for sure.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You got any more questions?
They'll be calling for me.
We'll end it right there.
You want to tell them where to find you, your Instagram?
Yeah, like what's up? What y'all doing? Are we over time?
No, we cool. Go ahead.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here first with your girl, Londyn Richie. And if you guys want to tap in with me, you can find me on Instagram at Londyn Richie _. Same place on YouTube and all social media platforms. And always remember, it's the progressor because we're choosing progress over failure. I love you guys.
Yay.
Period.
Thank you.